Alright boys, back with another one. Back in these YouTube streets. Self-preservation 101. Now what's this about? Why most men give up their greatest asset for short-term pleasures, man. Let's get into it. Boys, self-preservation outside of worshipping the Most High is the number one rule of the land. You gotta preserve self at all costs, man. Now, this is a perfect video for you if you're between the ages of 18 to 25. Now, the reason this is perfect for you, young boys, is because you need to understand early, super early, that being spunked out isn't the way to go forward, brothers. I understand you're young, you want to chase girls, you want to have some fun, but that's not the way forward, man. The way forward is learning to control your energy early. If you're this age, you should be in a gym. The boxing gym, the Muay Thai gym, the wrestling gym, Wing Chun, dojo, martial arts dojo, all kind of dojos, boys. You need to transmute your energy into purpose-filled lifestyle, right? Sexual transmutation. If you want me to make a video on that, leave it in the comments and I'll drop a separate video on that. But sexual transmutation, right? You have an energy inside of you, brothers, that if you was to spunk inside of a girl, she will get pregnant. So what does that tell you? That you have life inside of you. If you can put life in a female and that grows for 280 days, which is 9 months, and a whole child comes out of it, you can use that same energy for your health, for your mental sharpness, your emotional control, building a life for yourself and making yourself rich. Now, when the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill says that a man that learns to control his sexual energy and transmutes his energy shall raise himself to the status of genius. Now, I believe 6 months to 8 months out of every year, a man should preserve his energy. Sexual abstinence, sexual discipline, cold showers, early mornings, coffee, training, back to the office, grinding, planting seeds and watering them shits daily. Do you know about the Chinese bamboo, brothers? The Chinese bamboo takes 5 years to sprout, right? Some Chinese farmers fail at planting bamboo successfully because in the first 5 years it shows no signs of outward growth, right? But in that 5 years, it's laying an incredible root system underground. And by the time 5 years comes, it shoots up to about 93 feet within a very short term, right? Now, you can see yourself as this bamboo tree, bamboo seed. You might put in work for 5 years and you might not see immediate results. But understand something, brothers. Underground, something's happening. You can't always be impatient. Now I'm talking to you young boys, 18 to 25. And if you are 25 upwards, I'm also talking to you. But I want to reach the younger generation. Learn to put your dick down. And if you put your dick down, you can pick the world up. Alright? Now this channel was started on semen preservation because it's the lifestyle I live. Now, I'm going to speak about preservation in the sense of relationships. Let me tell you something, bro, especially if you're 18, 25, you do not need a relationship. The females need to be in relationships with you because they're the ones that are the main beneficiaries of the relationship, right? You're going to spend all your time, you're going to spend all your money, you're going to spend nothing but spunk on the girl, and you're going to be drained. Brothers, let me know in the comments if you've ever laid down with a girl, right, and had sex with her. You put in a mad shift on some Dragon Ball Z type shit, right? Giving her all kind of Kamehamehas. And it's all said and done, you bust your nut, right? And then she jumps up energized, like she just sniffed a line of coke or done some cocaine, crack, something. She's energized, right? Like she sipped on 1,000 Red Bulls, and you're sitting there huffing and puffing, slumped. Why do you think that is? It's because you just gave over your energy. Now, I'm not saying you can't spend time with females, brothers, but that's exactly what I mean. Me personally, I don't do relationships, I don't do cohabitation, which is living together, and I do not do marriages. I don't even like phone contracts. You understand? I do shit on my terms. This is my life, and it's gonna be on my terms. Now, it doesn't mean you can't spend time with females, brothers. I'm gonna tell you what I do, right? If I link a female, she comes to my yard or I go to hers, I spend about a day with her or whatever, not a day, sorry, a night with her, and I go back my business, back to work. And if you do have sex, learn not to ejaculate. Learn the art of having sex with no ejaculation. You ain't always got to bust a nut. Sometimes just have sex for the sake of having sex, you know, for her pleasure. You don't need to be busting every time you have sex. Learn to breathe in life. Just breathe, get some oxygen to your brain, and slow things down. Now, me personally, if I spend time with a chick, I'm either getting a massage, or I'm getting a blowjob, or I'm doing something sexual with her. Most of the time, you know, I'm always training, I'm always working. It can get stressful. Sometimes I want a little massage. Sometimes I want a blowjob. It is what it is. But it does not mean I'm nutting. It just means I want to, you know, get it out of my system. Get a little massage and then keep it moving. Now, if you are over the age of 35 and you're married and you got kids, there's not much I can really say to you at this point because you've already put yourself in a deep end. Now, it doesn't mean you're effed. You can still learn the art of self-preservation. You ain't got to kill yourself for no female and no children. Alright? I know it sounds noble to sacrifice yourself for females and kids, but no, it's not. It makes you a fool, brothers. Now, respectfully saying, it just means that you got to learn to preserve your energy, your resources. Your sperm is the greatest resource God gave you. Use it wisely, brothers, before you get to an age where it's too late for you. Meaning, if you do have a wife and kids, that's perfect because for you, you know, I know marriages ain't very, well, let's just say always having sex, right? Now, if you're always with your wife and your kids, cool. But it doesn't mean you drain yourself financially, sexually, energetically, right? This is where you become the greatest version of yourself. They say a man don't hit his peak until 40, right? You know why that is? Is because some men don't know how to focus. And by the time they get to 40, they've already drained themselves out sexually, right? All them years of having sex, just recklessly. Preserve yourself. Transmute the energy. Do something. Have a hobby. Have something where you're building and making you some money. You understand? Self-preservation, brothers. Look into it. Alright? If you want me to talk about anything in particular, leave it in the comments and I'll make a video on it. That will help you boys out. I appreciate you tuning in to another video. It's been real. I enjoy making these videos for you, brothers. If you found any value in this content, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bells on because I'm dropping regular content. Peace out, brothers. Peace out. Be safe. Stay in shape. I'm gone.